Look, let's get across today's record-breaking markets, Edward Boyd. You're here with me. Thanks for the tip, by the way, on Dragon Ball Z. I must admit that one passed me by in my life.
Yeah.
We should play it again. Come on, let's play it again while we're here, shall we?
Yeah, why not?
We got it? I'm sure we got it.
It's over 9,000! 9,000? There's no way that can be right! It can't!
Over 9,000, Ed. That's super sane, I would say.
It is, Ross. Look, the ASX 200, it's gone super sane today. It was just ticking along until about midday when it suddenly accelerated before cracking the 9,000 point barrier at about 1 o'clock. Now, industrials, retailers, energy stocks, all up more than 1.5%. The weakest performer was property REITs. They were basically just flat. Market had its best day in about 2 weeks, finishing up 1.13% over 9,000. And here's the performance for the past year. You can see that huge sell-off in April due to President Trump's tariff uncertainty. But since then, the market recovered. It reached a new record in June and has been consistently setting record highs ever since then. The best performing sectors over the past 12 months have been telcos, banks and industrials. They're all up more than 20%. It's up about 12.6% over the course of just 12 months. Turning to some profit results today. Super Retail Group, which owns the brands BCF, Supercheap Auto and Rebel Sport, lifted its revenue despite the challenging retail environment. Online sales are now 13% of the group's total sales. Underlying profit was $232 million during the year. Retailer cut its dividend to 96 cents per share, but said sales have been positive for the first 7 weeks of FY26. The market loved that. It was one of the top performers today as well, up 12.34%. Food manufacturer Bega Cheese lifted its revenue to $3.5 billion during the year. It makes dairy products, peanut butter, Vegemite and juices. It posted a net loss due to restructuring costs associated with the closure of 2 peanut factories in Queensland. But the underlying profit was up 74%. Total dividend was increased to 12 cents per share. Bega Cheese was up pretty sharply, up 7.7%. Australia's largest gold miner, Northern Star Resources, had a record-breaking financial year thanks to the price of gold surging to all-time record highs, produced 1.6 million ounces of gold during the year, which it sold for a profit of about $1,800 per ounce. So the underlying profit doubled, dividend was increased to 55 cents per share, but this result came in as expected from investors, so there wasn't a massive market reaction to Northern Star's shares. You can see they own the super pit in Kalgoorlie. They finished the day up just 0.5%. Networking platform Megaport, which connects cloud systems, network service providers and data centres, lifted revenue 16% during the year to about $227 million. Its focus on the IT enterprise market allowed it to lift the number of customers spending over $100,000 per year by 18%. It's facing higher operating expenses, though, in the year ahead. So initially this morning, the stock was sold off heavily by investors. It dropped about 20% at the open. But then its CEO started speaking on an analyst call and the share price turned around, which is a little bit surprising because he really didn't say anything groundbreaking or different to what was in the results. But Megaport recovered. It finished down just 3.4%. Some other top performers today, the telco and metal detector maker Codan lifted its earnings 28% during the financial year to $146 million. Engineering company Downer had a decent result too. Underlying profit was up 33%. And 2 mining stocks, Pilbara Minerals and Resolute, jumped. They'll report their results next week. Intellectual property firm IPH profit and dividend were up during the year, but US patent filings fell almost 8% and could fall further, so it was sold off heavily, down 19.5%. Pathology company Helios lifted its revenue but was weighed down by impairments. It reported a loss during the financial year. James Hardie smashed by investors again. It's shed roughly 40% in just 2 days. And Magellan was down after being a top performer yesterday. And just to quickly finish up, Kylie Resources resumed trading today after being halted on Monday. Started the week at 3.6 cents. It then surged more than 8,000% to $3.18. Now it's trading at 19 cents. ASIC and the ASX reportedly in contact them. So Ross, big day on the markets.
Big day on the markets. No surprise, ASIC and the ASX are in touch with them.